Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dreamboat, joined here by MCA Yauch. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Dreamboat. I'm doing a little bit better than you, I think, because it is an ungodly hour over in the land of Canada. But I'm here, and we're going to cast some Prem TF2, and we're going to have a great time doing it.
You missed something. You guys had a time change. It is slightly less ungodly of an ungodly hour for me now. It is currently 2:30 in the morning, whereas casts, last time I did them, they were starting around 4 a.m. my time, so this is a little bit nicer for me to get going with.
Well, frankly, man, I live in Queensland, so we don't have all that daylight savings jazz, so I'm as confused about all this as you are, but I don't care. I'm here. I performed open heart surgery on my PC in order to make it here tonight to bring you the best cast that we possibly can, you the viewer. So, we're going to get into it.
Okay, this might just be a sign of how tired I am, but when you opened that up with open heart surgery on my P, I was really not ready for where that conversation could have gone.
Give it a few hours. That's the after 3:30 a.m. conversations coming out. So give me a few, and then we can start getting a bit graphic.
Now here's the real question: what would open heart surgery on that pertain? Where is the heart?
It'd have to be the heart of a very small creature, like a pigeon. Wow, I just realised what I said. I'm out. Later, boys.
All right, everybody. That's a cast. My name's Rebo. That was Yauch. We're done. Have a good evening.
Oh god.
Drive safe.
Drive safe.
No, we can't drive safe. We gotta sit here and cast. And even though that there's like some of these army cars and this looks like a milk van. Actually, it says Driller on it. Santiago Driller van.
Santiago Driller van, a very important person in the history of TF2. For those of you who study the lore of TF2, it says Santiago Driller van because he is the person who gave birth to the Heavy. I'll have you know, it was actually a male giving... No, I don't know anything about this. Sorry to interrupt.
Let's not talk about heavies. As I was saying, we can just take in this pretty scenery because we are... Well, I've never been to this place before. Yeah, we're going to a magical place together. A place called the Reckoner.
The Reckoner. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now, as I'm to understand that you guys in the far-off land of NA do not partake in this map a great deal, so I'm going to have to run you through it.
A great deal would be... Still, like, not doing it a great deal would still imply that we actually do it?
Oh, not since
even remotely? Furrytech never even played it at I-58.
Huh.
NA has still never played it in a serious setting, ever.
That's an interesting fact. I did not know that, truth be told, but that's alright, because we've got a season or so of experience of this map under our belt in Oz Fortress. Me, the stream chat, will carry you through this tough time, Dreamboat. It'll be all good. And yeah, I'm hoping... I know I said this in the last cast of this map that I did, but I'm hoping for one team to suffer as badly as I did in my official on this map last season, which involved a 30-minute regulation time and then a 40-minute golden cap. So that is probably not what you want to hear because you're up very late, but it's something that Reckoner definitely has the possibility to dish out to the people playing.
Well, you know, I don't mind because I only have to work in 11 and a half hours, so I'm not too worried about that, and it is Canadian Thanksgiving tomorrow. So worst case scenario is I call in sick to work and then go have turkey lunch with my family.
Turkey lunch and alcohol, my man. But does that mean you get paid bonus money for working on a public holiday at very least?
I think because I haven't worked enough because I'm a full-time college student, they don't actually have to pay me extra.
That sounds mighty scummy, but that is
and it's also because I don't think the holidays technically until the Monday. So I think they also loophole me there. That is true. I don't have to go to my 8:30 a.m. class on Monday. This is much nicer.
Yeah, so you gotta look at the bright side of Dreamboat. That's what we're here for. We're here to cast some TF2 and just look at the sunny, happy side of life.
I mean, I'm looking at the sunny, happy side of the world. I mean, it must still be light out there for you guys. This is probably an early game for you guys. I'm thinking probably 7. 7:30 AST?
7:40 as we're talking right now. It is not still light where I am. We'll give it another month or so and it will be, but No. We have 11 in the server though, so do we want to quit talking some utter bullshit, which we have been doing, and run down some rosters really quickly, get into some nitty-gritty TF2 sort of jazz? Dreamboat?
Yeah, especially since Hertz just sent me a message saying that they are starting. We really
okay.
should be getting through this. I'm just going to quickly run through it. The team, I believe 219 in the Pencil Jumpers, aka the former Iraq team, has Tonberry, Jersh, Communist, Bulk, Sam, and Quid on their roster.
That is correct.
That's a very Iraq team.
That's a very Rack team. Rack, for those of you who don't know, is probably the most successful circle jerk in Australian TF2 history. If we are going live, I'll quickly run through...
Fourth place?
Don't say fourth place, that's a trigger word in Australia. But, yeah, the other side of it is Intoxicated, who were last season's intermediate championships, who have been raided by the remnants of the Cooking Without Coolio roster from Prem last season. So on the side of Intoxicated, it is Jash and Benny on Scouts, Skaz on the Roma, Hertz will be playing the Pocket, with Moop on the Demo Man, and Sianarchy Medicinaling. That's a word.
That is a word.
That's totally a word. But we're going to see some shenanigans out of this Rack roster. I'm not sure if you caught any of their previous games this season.
Let me give a couple guesses.
Hit me.
And by couple guesses, I'm going to go with like the obvious guess. Bulk and Communist are on a team together. I've got a dumb feeling Demo Night. Full time?
You are not wrong. I learned about this the hard way. I copped this the hard way earlier. I got shield killed by Bulk. Bulk running the Charge and Targe, not even running the Tide Turner because he's a big old pleb, but I've been watching him in the pre-game and he's experimenting with the Samurai Sword, the Half Zatoichi, which will give you more health. But yes, we're going to see some Huntsman Snipers and some Shield Demo Men as we are going live, and we also see a laser beam cannon coming out, all the gimmicks coming out. It'll be a good game. Do you want to take us to mid, Dreamboat?
I just realized I was hovering over second. It took me a second to get to mid, but it also took Moop a second to get to mid. He gets there a little bit ahead of his opposing Demo Man, obviously because he is sticky jumping, but we have, just kind of both teams taking their own sides. Sam and Quid are starting to pressure on the left-hand side. Skaz getting right in there, gets cleaned up by Jersh. That is the opening pick here for 219. Quid just pressuring across with Sam. Tonberry is actually going to go down, but Jersh picks up a second kill on this mid-fight. And now everything is starting to fall apart. Hertz going down. Sianarchy in a lot of trouble. He's cleaned up Benjamin down too. It is just Moop who is Sam in his face. And Sam will get his second kill on that mid. And that's a very strong mid with 3 big kills there for Jersh.
Yeah, that is a wipe coming out in the opening mid from Intoxicated. I think what happened there was Communist was called very hurt quite early in the mid, and they committed a lot of resources trying to clean up that frag, but Tom was able to slither out, and they were able to just pick up the frags one by one, and we see a heavy coming out from Jash on this defense, but no other off-classes. Full Ubercharge advantage on the way of 219 and the Pencil Jumpers as they try and take this lobby, but they're getting spammed out a little bit here, but they have taken top left. We see Quid going down there. As these aliases are confusing me, but Tom drops actually to a really nice upward direct from Skaz. They're only going to trade out Hertz for that total team collapse. Bulk is going to go down, and I can see Tonberry does manage to clean up Sianarchy and get Benjamin. That's really good work by Tonberry. He does eventually get taken down, but that should be enough to secure second back on the side of Intoxicated. Big plays there from that forward hold.
Tom, you can't drop that. But we do actually have Quid coming in here. Picks up Moop, but he's got to have Sam with him. Just should get cleaned up, and he does. I probably butchered that pronunciation, too.
No, that's quite alright. We don't judge about that here. We see they were trying to contest that, were Intoxicated, but they're dropping players like flies here. Moop is just going to spawn, as is Jash, but the 219 team are all over the point. Not quite going to be able to get it. Bulk is still in there. He's swinging his sword, but gets double piped down by Moop. And there's going to be a wipe on the side of Rack, and that is going to be a more comprehensive push out. on the side of Intoxicated, as they did drop their demo man very early last time they tried to push it out. They're going to secure the cap very easily. Still 5 seconds left on the spawns of 3 of the combo classes from Rack, and we're going to see probably a very comfortable mid-take here from Intoxicated as well.
Yeah, I don't even see any contention coming in from 219, although they're starting to move. Here we go. Sam's
looks like
forward.
they're distracting from a spy. Sorry to interrupt you, but Yauch is on the spy.
He's got position too. Look at this, he uncloaks. He's getting right in on Sea Anarchy. Sea Anarchy is too fast,
and
but he drops anyway. That is a massive pick from Yauch. Yauch, the spy god.
But they do trade out 2 frags for it, so even though the heal advantage is in favour of 219 and the pencil jumpers, I can see Intoxicated getting very aggressive here as Benjamin picks up Tomberry and Hertz picks up Bulk, which is a Tom, which is a crucial kill. Only Bulk and Yauch left alive, with Sam coming in as the spawner. All players up for Intoxicated. They are hurt on the point, but they have managed to secure up that second. Slight Uber advantage going to be in favour of them, probably going to be about 20% by the time Tom spawns. Sam up on the sniper for the defense, and Tomberry up on the engineer. Engineer very strong on this last point, but very nice plays, managing to use the player advantage to get into second, did Intoxicated, and secure it for themselves, despite their med dropping to the spy play.
Here's the thing, is Communist, he's died at some really inopportune times, dropping when he's about to push last, and going down there as well after the spy play was just a crucial pick going the other way. And he just needs to, like, I don't know if it's his team not keeping him alive or what, but I've just noticed that he always seems to be dead. Granted, it's early here, but at times that you really don't want him to be dead.
That's a very good point. He's getting sort of a little bit overcommitted, maybe even, knowing Tom, maybe even a little bit cocky, but we wouldn't presume to say that, as Ubers are even here. Sianaki is up on his just as Tom gets his. They're starting to peek forward in this lobby. Bulk is very far forward. He's going to get jumped by Hertz, but not taken down by merit of that shield. Yauch does go down, but Sianaki drops to Sam. Body shot on the sniper, fully charged, as he domes Hertz as well. Really big plays by Sam.
Sam more like slams. He's hitting all kinds of shots there. Yauch does pick off Quid. It gets cleaned up by the kukri out of Sam, though. And now they're going to start to move out on the second here. They're just boxing him out. Ben is still in there a little bit. He decides to back off. Now that's going to be the cap going down. Sam's still on sniper here. And I just want a quick count. Maybe Twitch chat can help me. How many drops has that been? I think Sienna's dropped 2 and Tom's already dropped 1, so we're up to 3.
Very dropsy starts of the map, only 5 minutes in at this point, but you said Sam is still on sniper as they are coming into mid. It's also worth noting that Tomberry is still on engineer running the mini sentry. Uber's popped in here from Rack, and they are getting wrapped actually with Intoxicated pushing the entirety of their team through the toxic side. Going to absolutely launch Yauch out there, getting a lot of cap time here on the second. They're actually going to cap it up, and they're probably just going to tuck tail and run to last here with only Yauch left alive. They're cleaning up the frags on second. Really messy fight, but here Moop is on the last point, and their spawns aren't going to come in at time, and that is first round to Intoxicated with some really heads up play there, managing to kite the Uber expertly and win a round off it.
I think that must be an Australian play or something. It's the number of times, like, between Jasmine T at I-58 and now another rap here, it just seems like you guys are getting expert at rapping. Like, maybe you should make me a sandwich or something.
Hertz is in fact an expert at rapping, but aside from that, we're going into mid-fight number 2. Really early position from Intoxicated, being off the merit that their demo man is of course going to be faster. Looking to play on the blue side of this mid a little bit more. There's good damage actually coming out for Communist's team, as they have managed to find 2 kills, the Roamer and the demo man, so that is probably going to cue that Rack need to get the hell out. Communist is alone, he's going to die, and all the frags are going to clean up here. He gets skill sticks he gets skill sticks down as Rack cleaned that mid up very convincingly. The combo pushing on to second. I made a bit of a mess of that, but tell me what happened, Dreamboat.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that you were pretty good there. The only thing I caught that was wrong is you said that Communist was going to go down there, but it was actually Sea Anarchy getting picked off, leaving Tom with that full Uber advantage, where he will inevitably drop in lobby here. That seems to be what he's done so far, one. And he actually gets forced really early there, and they drop Tomberry, so that's not actually an ideal situation, is they're trying to roll this Uber into last. And this might actually cost them very heavily. There's still a level 3 gun that they have to deal with. They don't even know it's there.
And they're not even going to have a bar of this. They have backed out. They tried to push Sam in to get some pressure onto the combo, but they realised they couldn't get anything done with that Uber and backed the hell and Keller out of there. And we're going to see a 40% advantage on the side of Sea Anarchy now. With Tomberry on Spy, though, so he will be looking to nullify that, but I'd be interested to see if Intoxicated try and push out with this Uber advantage. They have no pick advantage and an engineer posted up on last. Positioning is pretty good and pretty safe at the moment from Communist, with Bulk still getting some forward spam, running that lock and load as well, just going full gimmick with the loadout, but they are managing to walk out the far right side here, depending on your point of view. Sea Anarchy is not looking to pop, but they have taken the top left to have Rack, and the Scout and the Demo Man are both into lobby. The Scout and the Roma.
Look at Tomberry. He's on spot.
Yep, and both teams have traded out onto second. This is a very messy fight. Players on all sorts of different positions. 2 frags down for both teams. We're going to see Bulk charge in, and he's going to take a sharp object 1v1. He manages to take down Sea Anarchy, and he's going to get Moop as well. I do not believe that. Bulk, sit down, son. He's going to get full health regen from every one of those kills, so he's able to just beast mode it. The Sentry is going to get taken down very promptly. Rescue Ranger's not able to do enough, and that's a quick, prompt equalizing round off the back of some very comprehensive sword play.
Give me a second while I surgically remove my hand from my face, as I just facepalmed so hard at the fact that Bulk was allowed to do that. What is TF2, man? What is TF2? Bulk again, running the shield. He's gonna be slow to mid. But, you know, that hasn't seemed to matter. These mids have been absolutely dominant for 219 so far. And it's looking this way again as they pick off Benjamin early. Skaz is in behind here, and I don't know if they know. They don't know. He's going to get right in there. Is he going to get hubs? He does! That is a huge pick. But Jush and Skaz and Sea Anarchy, again, one of those bulk swords. All going down there.
Bulk sword is another... Yep, sorry. Bulk sword is my favourite new meme this season. I'm just going to have to put it out there. The man is a god. The man is undeniably a god. As you said, Skaz did manage to pick up the medic there, but at the expense of his entire team. Intoxicated wiping, Benjamin coming up on the engineer. Very minimal Uber advantage for Tom, but he is going to manage to grow that out as he is running crits. But, as we said, Benjamin on the engineer, you can't crit a Sentry Dreamboat. I don't know if you know that, but it's not going to work so good.
But does it matter? You pop crits on a Bulk sword and Bulk goes running around swinging it like a god and getting a 4K?
Oh, if I see that.
I mean the meta is crits your demo.
I can die a happy man if I see that here tonight, but they are actually holding very forward in lobby under Intoxicated, so there is potential to get caught out by this crits, which is up right now. I don't know, Tom doesn't look in any position to pop it in a hurry, because he doesn't... Oh, he does actually pop it out onto Bulk and flashes it over onto Josh. They're not going to get any kills with this. As the counter Uber is popped, 3 down, combo all just melts for Rack, and that is going to be a very, very crappy crit. But we actually do have 2 players on last, and they're going to manage to get it. Both scouts are there, but they're not going to even get onto the point by the time that it is finished being capped. And so we've got Quid and Sam caught behind. We're going to look if they can coordinate to do something, but meanwhile, Intoxicated are moving on to mid, possibly aware of those 2 players behind, who are attempting the back cap now, and
this contest needs to come in. Really I don't think Bulk can do it. I don't think he can. No contestant able to get in time. And now that's actually going to be the Bulk, or Hobbs and Jersh actually going up, but Skaz and Hurts. Check out the other way. This is actually a 3v3 fight. With the pinch coming in here, this could be winnable. It is 2 scouts in behind. They're both so hurt, though. I don't think we'll get this. It has to be a huge bomb from Tomberry, and he picks off Sea Anarchy. That's everything he needed. Anything else is just gravy at this point.
Managed to get Moop down very low. Had he hit the fat follow-up direct, Moop would be no more, but he does get cleaned up by the pistol of whichever scout that was. I didn't quite catch that. I think it was Benjamin, but reset here. Uber's slightly in favour of Communist. It's just going to be a pretty regulation second hold, even though we do have some very ballsy scouts looking to peek in here on the second of 219, and they quickly get chased out by the spam, and as is Skaz going to get chased out of this cargo room, and we're just going to see a bit of a stalemate here. I'm not seeing any gimmicks, more so than the usual gimmicks here. No spies, no snipers. We're going to see if Bulk can open it up with some damage from the lock and load, but it looks like this is just going to be a pretty stock standard. Actually, no, it looks like 219 are going to rotate under. They're trying to do something creative with this. They have actually managed to drag this out into a 25% Uber advantage. They're going to pop in. Nice surf away from Sianarchy to get to safety, and he's got a scout and a Solly chaperone. They are going to find Moop and Skaz with this Uber, but they're going to come back in, are Intoxicated with this counter Uber. They're going to pick up Sam before they need to pop. And Sianarchy drops to the sword!
Bulk broken! What was that? Who is this man? I don't even know. Tom in trouble though. He gets cleaned up by Benjamin. But Bulk!
I don't even care. I don't think that 219 care that they lost this push. I don't think that Intoxicated care that they won this push. I don't think Sianarchy cares that he's still got a pulse at this point because he knows he dropped to a Bulk sword. Good golly, man. We're going to see the contest come out. And nice cleanup there. Skaz with a nice rocket onto Tonberry. I'm having trouble telling these players from their very confusing clan tags, but it is going to be 219 coming out on top of this fight as they did manage to contest second while it was only half capped, pick up 3 frags on the side of Intoxicated, and they're rolling through onto mid now. Very passive positioning on their own side of mid from Intoxicated with only 3 players up. The spawns are coming in now, but they probably won't be able to get position. Bulk charging into that toxic room with Hertz peeking a little bit, but Skaz is going to get picked off by Sam, so that'll probably be a very comprehensive.
Oh my god, Sam, he just picked off Hertz there as well. He just kind of... It was weird. He shouldn't have gotten the kill on Skaz because he got so lit up in that fight. And sort of like, if the RNG on the rocket comes out a little bit differently, he's going to go down there. But he just decides to back out, walk back in, and kill Hertz as well.
Oh,
Jursh going down to a big pipe. But they're trading out with other Jursh. Yes, as I'm going to start calling them. Benjamin down to a bulk pipe. Jash. Well, you know.
Sianarchy with the pussy pop here as he sees Bulk charging towards him, and that man, and Bulk has instilled the fear of God in that man. He's going to pop on 150 HP when he sees the sword coming towards him. Ubers are traded. Sianarchy goes down to the post-Uber fighters. Both Ubers are faded. Skaz goes down but trades for Sam, but this is looking like a better cleanup. They have better positioning and better health on the team on the side of 219. Players are still being traded out here, but there's just so little health left on the side of Intoxicated, and they are going to manage to clean this out, and that's going to be 2-1 to 219 and the Pencil Jumpers, aka Rack. And a very back and forth round, that one, highlighted by some excellent sword play by Bulk. Do you want to take us to mid number 4? This would be Dreamboat.
Man, if Bulk's just going to keep whipping out his sword and doing that kind of work, I mean, I don't even know what to say. He's looking like he's out of Game of Thrones or something. But here's the thing. These bids have been so dominant for 219, and they're looking to do it again. They're a little bit slower, but the Cadets is so good. Jursh putting a lot of damage in already. Taun getting forward. They pick off Moop immediately. Now they're still working around. Bulk going down here. That's a little bit of a difference here. Skaz cleaned up. Tomberry is still pressuring from below. He's going to be traded out as well. Now we got a little bit of even a fight here. Ben in a lot of trouble, though, as he goes running right forward into his death. They've kind of boxed 219 out, but there are more players alive. Sam will be cleaned up, but that's just a bait forward. Jursh and Quitter trying to come back in. They pick off Jash. They should grab her. Yes, they do. Sianarchy in a lot of trouble all alone here. He gets sorted. You want some sword play? Quid says he can do it too.
The sword's all over the place. Moop has a sword. As we see, Scouts have swords, and Bulk has a sword, as we're going to see a little bit of a peek from under from Skaz, looking to get a bit cheeky on this mid, as did Moot, but Skaz playing very far forward. He is going to get caught out here. Probably not a very heads-up play. Quid definitely saw him when he tried to hide here, so they are full Uber down and a player down for this second defense, and they're just going to back the hell out of there. They don't want anything to do with this to Intoxicated, and this is probably going to be a textbook round if they manage to close it out on the side. Tom gets forced so early though, before he's even entered the lobby. Josh is going to come in with this Uber, manages to get one rocket off onto Jash, but that's going to be it, as the Uber's going to fade on the top right side of this last point, and while Intoxicated hold the left-hand side, depending on your perspective, but Jash is going to pick off Tonberry, and that's probably going to cue the exit from... No, it's not actually, as they managed to pick up both Solis on the side of Intoxicated, and this is... just trading frags left, right, and center. Intoxicated do have the player advantage at the moment, and that's probably a very comprehensive last defense. They possibly overstayed their welcome a little bit there, did 219, but we see why now, as they're giving Tomberry some time to set up on the spy. Full Uber on the side of Sianarchy. Let's see if we can add another drop to the tally on this match.
Well, you know what was key there in that last push that went wrong? Is Bulk pressed Q, popped his Dragon Blade off. He's the Genji there. And he actually just wound up, you know, whiffing everything on it. And they really, you know, they wasted the Genji. And again, he tries to go for it there, buying space for Tomberry, and he just can't do anything with it.
I'd like to state for the record that I had no idea what any of those references were. Although
Overwatch.
Tom is going to get forced. Bulk and Tomberry down. Tomberry's spy plane not coming out as he ran into a spy. Bulk getting caught out. Uber is forced out of Tom, except C Anarchy still not popping that Uber that he managed to garner on the last point. Skaz is going to trade for Yauch, which is a fine trade when the Uber is still so heavily in favour of C Anarchy. He's milking like a madman here. Moved down to 21 health. C was down to in the low 60s there, but they're managing to hold it out, only losing their flank casters. The pressure is still coming in.
Runs right in there and picks off C Anarchy.
That's huge. I was going to compliment the milking of C Anarchy because he had some solid chrome balls there, I'm going to say, but managing to not drop his demo, who went down very low, and not drop the Uber, but Quid just manages to plus forward, get right up in his face and drop that Uber, and that's going to be 50% Uber advantage in favour of 219. The player advantage, well, now equalised, but was certainly in favour of Intoxicated for a little while there, but they chose to not try and get something done with it, as they're going to meet them at this cargo exit. Yauch manages to trade with Skaz, which is probably in favour of 219 at the moment, as they do have the Uber advantage. Bulk possibly going to get caught out, but alas, no, the shield just means he can eat damage for days. Hertz trades with Tonberry, and again, just really messy fighting. Tom finally going to come up onto that Uber. They're going to be getting spammed by Moop, but there's not really much that Intoxicated can do to make amends on this mid, and they're going to have to back out a second as Sam manages to pick off Benjamin as well in the retreat. No scouts for Intoxicated on this second hold, as Cianarchy is probably going to come up on his Uber just in time, as they do manage to pick off the demo man, but the sword menace that is Bulk. So even Uber's here, but they are down a medic on the side of 219, the demo rather.
Well, you know, who needs a demo man? He's not a demo. He's a swordsman. Oh, but look at this. Skaz gets right in there. Hits a nice air shot on Tomminus, but the pop came out just before that. An excellent force regardless. But Yauch gets right in there, forces Cianarchy right back. He's going to be the only one going down. They swapped that for Skaz, so that's a really even trade coming out there for 219, which really looked like it wasn't going to be. And now they're walking in here dry, trying to see if they can push out the... They're getting mauled, but Tomberry is the one going down. Actually swaps out with Hurt. They drop Bulk here again, and this is somehow looking bad for 219 when they really had the advantage. It's just these two scouts. Can they do enough? Tomminus starting to retreat on 30 HP, going to get out. Quid will not. Sam will. Yauch actually coming back in there, might get cut. Nope, he's going to back out safely.
I was worried about that push from Intoxicated coming in from the lower side, which generally is a bit of a bad plan because you can just naturally eat so much spam, but of course they don't have the same spam potential on Bulk because he's not running the sticky bombs. Managed to trade out the few initial frags, but then the health was really in favour of them, and they were able to clean it up. Cianarchy is going to come in onto his Uber now, but drops two players as only trading for Tomberry the Roma. That is a trade Tomberry will take any day of the week, and Tom on 80%. Cianarchy forced so far back on mid. This is disastrous for Intoxicated. They are 2 down. Make that 3 down now as Benjamin manages to trade off with Bulk, and Raka looking to push into this mid. Quid goes down. Tom pops the Uber. There is a Solly jumping behind, trying to cause some distraction and getting onto the second cap. That is Hertz. He's going to meet Tonberry and have a bit of a duel on the second there. They're both jumping around, just feeling each other out. Not a great deal going on, but Hertz is managing to win that with the high ground. Some nice positioning. Meanwhile, Intoxicated are winning the fight on mid. I'm not quite sure how that happened because I was watching the fight behind. Hertz is going to get taken down by a Sam who came up to clean him back. Came back to clean him up, rather, but it looks like that is a very solid hold on mid for Intoxicated, although they are down a medic.
Well, and here's the thing is that you missed. We thought Bulk was the swordsman. Moot pulls out the pretty machete and whacks off Bulk's head. That was a huge pick. That's what lost on that mid, is the fact that Moop outsworded him. Can you believe it?
Can I just talk to Wiethoofd for a second, and can we get the camera on Bulk if he's still doing it? He was building with the half Satsuichi, which is some metagame level stuff, where if you change the weapon back, you actually lose 50 health on the side of the demo man. But this is going to be a 50% Uber advantage in favour of Tomminus, and they're looking to poke in this cargo side as Skaz just gets melted trying to get the force, but does manage to do his job and get it off. And the Ninja Vanish is going to come out from Intoxicated. See Anarchy not even going to take a lick of damage there, retreating back to mid. So they'll be happy with that on the side of Intoxicated, although they are looking to pressure this 219, but Yauch is going to go down, so that's probably going to stop out any aggression that they were looking to create. As they're going to push back in. Hertz gets denied really hard by Quid, and Tomberry takes down Ben, so
Tomberry is just going to back up here as well, which is, you know, he does have to do a Skaz. Skaz actually cleans up my mistake. I thought he was going to get it for free. But, you know, Bulk, he's doing a lot of damage in here. He swipes back in there, whipping his sword around. Not going to find a very hurt Sea Anarchy, but they have done a perfect job of backing him out. And their health is actually really bad. That Yauch kind of wants to roll forward here as well, and they might just do so. Exactly what they're doing. They pick off Moop early there too. Force comes out of Sea Anarchy. They drop Yauch, but the Uber is popped out onto Bulk. Now these spawns should start to be coming in here. Quid and Ton are getting in. Sam picking up Yauch for his 6k, 7k as he gets Gaz. Goes down, Benjamin down to Tomberry though, and another dominating push here. There's a bomb coming right in there, cannot get Tom. And Sea Anarchy, he's in trouble as well. He's meleeing with Tomberry, and you know, you're not gonna beat a soldier with the skill stick. Cap is coming down here on the last Moop in trouble. That's gonna be round 3. And if this was North America, we'd be at halftime. But there's no halftime. There's no rest for the wicked.
That's a very silly rule set. I'm just going to put that out there, but I liked that push that they did. Yauch knew that they was so weak on the side of Intoxicated, managed to just get in there, get right into their business, and managed to just force out a lot of frags. As we are onto mid, move naturally much quicker than Bulk, again, is managing to get off some early damage. Blue looking to play the blue side and red looking to play the red side, but Tomberry is going to walk straight up underneath, and 2 crisp rockets takes down Sea Anarchy as the flank classes go down as well. Hertz gets rocked by a mini, but then taken down by the pistol of Sam. Bulk is going to be the only frag that they get on the side of Intoxicated as Moop is just running away for dear life. B1 is getting out of there. Or is he B2? I don't know, for those of you who know that meme. Comprehensive mid-win from some really, really strong DM play. A really nice bomb just walking under the point, under the low ground, and hitting 2 very clean rockets on the Sea Anarchy did Tomberry. So full Uber advantage in the way of 219 and the pencil jumpers. And we're going to see an engineer for this defense, but they are going to be pushing imminently. Any time now, looking to take it right, are they, Dreamboat?
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They get in there, pick off Skaz and Moop early, get Yauch the engineer as well. Gun is finally going to go down. Ben actually killed himself, or got finished off. He must have cratered. Hertz goes down. There goes Sea Anarchy. That's a 4-1 score as Quid is actually taunting on the point. He's eating chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. He's eating chicken. How do you feel about a man eating chicken on a cap point?
Well, for those of you who caught Tip the Hats will know that eating chicken is the absolute pickup line to get TF2's own Marla. But we are going to be onto mid-fight number 6
here. I missed that.
Skaz is going to jump really fast into Toxic. You can catch that on the VODs, I think. He's going to try and early jump behind, but he's going to get cleaned up very properly. Herbs is going to try and follow up on that early positioning, but Moop is going to be the only one who gets a kill. Bulk is going to get taken down by Hertz, but that double solo aggression really, really not paying off for Intoxicated. That said, they did manage to clean up.
Look at the sword. Look at the sword.
I'm looking for the sword. And
Sam, what a jerk.
Don't like that guy. Can we get an appropriate Twitch emote for an absolute buzzkill that is Sam? Can we get that going, stream chat? What a noob. So we're going to see all the appropriate spam popped out in chat, and we've got a forward hiding scout on the side of what team is that rack, and they haven't quite seen him yet. They're going to look to contest second and hold second. Intoxicated. Tomberry is running Pyro. Tomberry's got a shoe on his head, and Tomberry is looking to shoe some kids with his head, but they are going to concede this second. They're Intoxicated, picking off Hertz. They were a little bit late to the fight there. They probably
look at Skaz. Skaz drops on top of Hobbs, picks him off.
Nicely done by Skaz.
So does Benjamin. We got the even trade right now. No medic on the side of 19. That's not going to stop them, though. Bulk's just raining in death, and they're actually putting some pressure on the point. Ton trying to get in cleaned up. He is not a bender. That does not work. But Jersh gets right on top of Sea Anarchy. He's jumping around causing distraction. Now there's a scout in there. At this point, I think we're just playing a game of hamburger, aka feed.
That was a clever pun. I appreciate that pun that you've just done there. Bulk is going to charge his way out of there, and he is going to be gone. Actually, he's on so little health, he is going to get taken down, but Sam's going to hit the body shot onto Hertz, trading out. Sam on the sniper, running it from the cargo side. He's going to peek in here, see what he can get off. He's being very cheeky right now. He's going to get pressured out by Skaz, but Skaz hops a jar of piss in the face and is going to get taken down by the Pyro, the mini crit Pyro coming in. This is some next level meta sort of stuff. Tumberry's still running the Pyro. Sam's going to get taken down with the sniper by an aggressive Jash in that cargo side. But we've got two players on fire here, and they actually do manage to force the Uber because Moop was about to get flare shot to death. Uber is forced in cargo, and they do have player advantage on the side of Intoxicated. They're going to pause for a moment to clean up Quid, as Bulk actually manages to pipe down Moop, which is a big pick. And he actually gets what's been coming for him the entire game. He gets meleeed by Sea Anarchy, but the counter Uber is going to come in from Communist. He's going to pop in Jersh here. Jersh looking for those fat solo Ubers. He's managed to pick up Sea Anarchy, and he's with the help of his team, he's going to manage to pick up Hertz as well. Moop is looking to get some presence in this lobby, just trying to delay them, making sure that they can't get past this second point. But this is going to be very hard to defend with spawns just coming in now from Intoxicated, as 219 look like they want to roll this in a little bit.
Yeah, and this could be the penultimate push here. As they are starting to work forward. There's a little bit of pressure. There is Josh on the heavy, on a hoovy, defensive hoovy. Give him a sandwich.
Well, sandwich is allowed now, that's interesting. I feel like that is one of the off classes we haven't seen gimmicks, I should say. We haven't seen used to its full potential yet, but we're going to see this stalemate out. They're just choosing to play it safe on the side of 219. Wait for Hobbs to get his Uber, which he is on now. Hertz manages to get the force out, but it's not going to matter as Bulk is going to charge all the way in, manages to pick off Benjamin, but they still haven't got any damage off onto the Heavy. Heavy's going to get peppered down now as we've got a lot of flames going on. Tomberry and Sam both go down, but trade for Jash and Skaz, and they're going to get so much cap time just coming in from that left-hand side. Rack, and they've got a sword torch on the point, and that is going to be 5-1. This is looking comprehensive. With 10 seconds left on the map timer, that is probably going to be our final. That is definitely going to be our final score. I should say.
I think that they can get 4 rounds in 5 seconds.
Oh, you were wrong. What a shame.
Oh well. And I just want to point out one thing that you incorrectly said. This is me getting to nitpick,
yes,
because I'm a jerk and I get to nitpick.
Please, by means.
You called Heavy a gimmick, saying it's one of the
a gimmick.
Hold on, saying it's one of those gimmicks that we don't get to see, or that we haven't seen. I have bad news for you. We have reached a point in the TF2 meta where there is no meta, and everything is in fact a gimmick, meaning nothing is a gimmick. So you incorrectly called a gimmick, because there are no gimmicks anymore. Gimmicks have been ruined. TF2 is just a game now.
TF2 is just a game now. Mate, you're getting all metaphysical on me, and I'm not quite sure how to respond to that, but that is going to be the end of the first map. Good God, Dream, I don't know how to even follow that up. That was profound, man.
I mean...
5-1. 5-1,
I can change my name to Profound Boat.
Please do it, or... Profound Boat sounds better than what I was going to suggest.
And then whenever I play TF2, I can just drop a couple letters and change it to Pound Boat.
Hey, yeah, but not that it ever happened. But let's stop waffling.
You're right.
for just 1 second. We can get back to the waffle very, very soon, because that's what we're all here for. Let's be real. But that is a 5-1, a very comprehensive 5-1 on the side of 219 and the Pencil Jumpers. What do you think really won them that map, Dreamboat? As we go to logs,
it's got to be the sword play. I mean, they have better control of their swords than I do, and it was just impressive. I mean, how many sword kills were there? I mean, that definitely turned the table. The other thing that turned the table, which I'll get to in a little bit when we swap over to med stats, is a drop. DROP, because there were a lot of those, and more so on the side of Sea Anarchy. But no, it's just I mean, to me it was the swords, but there was also just a lot more fragging I felt on the side of 219. I could be wrong though. Why don't you tell me?
I would be inclined to agree with you on that there's a lot of damage and fragging coming out of the side of 219 defensive jumpers. One stat that I think is definitely worth noting, you mentioned the sword, but not only the sword, but Bulk Brogan, TF2's most gorgeous gamer arguably, has managed to put out above 10k damage without sticky bombs. That's absurd.
I'm clicking, trying to highlight it. It's not working. I broke a log. Feels bad, man. But no, that is a performance from Bulk. And you know what? Oh, it worked. Never mind. It's just not showing for me. But I think what really is impressive is the fact that he did that mostly with lock and load. I mean, he got some crit swords. He had some solid sword play. But no, it was just he consistently seemed to be pumping damage out with the lock and load.
Which is no mean feat, because you got none of those rollers that just linger around on the ground and pump out damage. It's also worth mentioning that Yauch, another one above the 10k damage, as did Moop, but Moop not really having the support that that there was on the side of 219, with the scouts really cleaning up. That big KD on the side of Quid and an equally impressive one on the side of Sam, so some really nice stats there. Do you want to talk us through the medic play, though? Because you did allude to that momentarily. Talk us through what was going on there, Dreamboat.
Well, I mean, both medics got caught in a lot of precarious positions. I mean, a lot of it comes down to not checking corners from the two teams. But overall, like, man, it just seemed like Sea Anarchy dropped so frequently and just never seemed to have Uber. And I mean, looking at the stats now as we swap over, he did have 4 drops and only 7 charges, whereas Hobbs, aka Communist, had 14 Ubers and 1 drop and 1 crits. So he had literally double the amount of Ubers.
That's
and a quarter of the drop.
That is, yeah, you're right. Sea Anarchy, I feel sorry for the man. He's a very nice guy, but that's rough, man. He's gone all sorts of dropsies on this. As we're gonna see Snakewater as our next map, the fantastic Snakewater. OzFortress finally getting with the times and moving to the new version of Snakewater, which they've been playing over in Europe land, and I believe NA land. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Dreamboat, but
it was NA. We did something right for once.
There's a very swanky new version of Snakewater, which I'm a fan of.
No,
as we see,
hold on. We do something right all the time because we still play Sunshine and we play Metalworks. Get on the right page, Australia.
I mean, I was about to wholeheartedly agree with you until I heard the word Metalworks, but so you can just show yourself the door, mister, but trash
Metal is honestly one of my favorite maps.
Oh, so bad for scouts, man. It's like, it's stalemate city, like choke points on top of your choke points that feed into your choke points that have tea with your mum's choke points, dude. It's just...
Anyway, let's not talk about the map that we're not on. One thing that I want to see change for Intoxicated, if they want to win this map, is they need to frag harder, because straight up, the frags... there's a huge discrepancy. It was 128 to 99 for 219. They were just killing people left, right, and center compared to their opposition. There was one round, that 2-minute round, where they literally had 12 kills and the opposition had 3. Round 5, the super fast round, it was 11 to 1. Just some of these rounds are just so heavily skewed in frags that, I mean, it's no surprise that they lost.
Oh, you're absolutely right, and they really needed to sort their mids out, because there were a few rounds where where Intoxicated managed to really dig their heels in on defense and get something going there and managed to push all the way out, and they did it going coast to coast. I believe that's how they won the one round that they got up on the board, was from a last defense that they managed to shore up, get some kills, and then push all the way to the other side of the map. So even with... I don't want to say no demo presence, because we've all seen the work that Bulk has been doing, but without that consistent sticky spam damage on the mids, you feel like Intoxicated should have a definite edge on these mids, and they're just not. They're getting creamed on these mids, and that's probably something that they're going to really, really need to fix going into this.
And I think I broke stats because nothing else is showing up for me. So, let's say goodbye to stats for now, and let's go to where we need to go. And where we need to go is, actually no, I ignore what I said about Sunshine and Metalworks. This is my favorite map, Snakewater.
I love this map.
Let me correct that. I love it when we have teams that push it, like Jasmine T at I-58. I hate it when we have teams like when we have. I don't know if you remember when I casted that Crowns versus Full Tilt game, where the first half of the game was 1 round in 15 minutes, and I wanted to die.
That was the group stages, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, it ended
Group
up being
stages,
2-2,
match
didn't
4.
it?
2-2, really great game in the second half when teams decided to push.
And when Mike decided to just hit fat rockets, as he tends to do, but we have no Mike in this server. Instead, who would you say is the Mike equivalent?
You're right. I have no mic. I am talking through a
MG
guitar
Mike,
as opposed to. I know. I'm giving you a hard time. Come on. Let me give you a hard time.
You tried.
And you say who is the Mike? There is no Mike. Mike is the greatest soldier of all time. No one comes close. Who has impressed me though? Coming close has to be Jersh. He's done a lot of work. I look for him to do that again, continue through. But we are live here going to this next mid. Who is your?
Well, my camera is not on anyone in particular. I'm just going to float around in third person, as we are going to re-exec. They're gonna play with our emotions for a moment, Dreamboat, because they have 2 pyros, is what I'm being told on the side of 219 the pencil jumpers, which is as good a reason to restart as any.
No, it's Benny, a Benny fellow. Who is Benny? Benjamin, probably. No, I'm gonna blame Hertz. Benny's Hertz. Hertz was AFK.
Hertz was definitely AFK. Hertz was...
He was not rocket jumping on his way to mid. He was AFK.
I mean, if you believe what is said around the place, his foot may in fact be a nose or something along those lines. I'm not sure how the memes exactly goes. We're gonna have a little bit more time to amble on here. Actually, that said...
Hold on, stop right there. You with the nose of foot. I was talking to my friend about changing my settings in CSGO, and he's like, how do you confuse a head and a foot? And I'm like, no, it's like, it's either, is it a head or a prop, or a foot or a prop? Not, is it a head or a foot? So I can't believe that you made the similar joke. But Moop, this is not even fair. He is here on mid, light years ahead of his opposition, yet he somehow doesn't kill anybody. And it looks like Skaz will actually be the first one to go down here. He is. He actually trades out with Tomberry. It's the Roamer special. Sam in a bit of trouble here, but Hertz cleaned up by the direct hit of Jersh. Tom, he's 1v1ing Ben. He's not going to get that. They're starting to clean up. It is actually Jash, Moop, and Sea-Anarchy versus Jersh and Quid. No, Sea-Anarchy's drops. That's going to... that. Or will it? It is Jersh. He picks off Jash. He gets the pack. Can he get Moop? Can he get Moop? Skill stick.
Melee.
Can he do it? Can he do it?
No, he can't. 2 health on Moop with the appropriate taunt, I feel. That was a worthwhile melee win. That was a bit of a messy mid-fight there. As you said, Moop just
it's not
getting
over.
there
Here we
so
go.
early. Yes,
Tomberry is back in. Wait, Tomberry's on engineer. Sam walks in though. He kills Skaz. He kills Moop. Hertz is in trouble. This should be a rack made, but I was confused because I saw Tomberry pistoling and I realized he was moving slower, and then I realized that he was an engineer, and I just don't know what to believe anymore.
I'm with you on that disillusioned front there, Dreamboat. We're going to see him build up. I'm going to cast the engineer, just see how awful we can get this. He's going to build up his mini sentry on the catwalk, as I'm going to abandon that already. Raka pushing in on the grass side. Skaz up on the pipe, but isn't going to really get anything done with it. Really sheepish showing here from Intoxicated all the way back in the lobby. They really should be contesting this. They have about a 30% Uber advantage. Sea-Anarchy is going to come up with it now, and if they don't contest this, my goodness, that is going to be a massive misplay. Hertz is leading it out now. He's dragging Sea-Anarchy on a leash. They're going to pop the Uber out, even though they do concede the cap. They managed to get 2 picks on Tomberry and Bulk. The Sentry is going to find a kill onto Skaz, but it's going to be promptly taken down by Moop as
There's a
goes
back
down, and there's a back cap. Forget all that.
Or, at this point, should we just call it a rack cap? Because that's all they do.
It was a cap, nonetheless. Puns aside, that was an awful messy fight.
Thank you, Captain Obvious, for pointing out that it was a cap.
I'm just going to show myself out. Take me to mid, Dreamboat.
Take you on the mid? Okay, we got Moop. I hear light years ahead again. Still not killing anything. He's actually in trouble now. And this again, 219 is looking looking real strong here, doing a lot of damage. Bulk in a little bit of trouble, but he can just charge out. He gets away okay. Hurts, Skaz, and Ben are down. Ton, the only casualty, Moop down now as well. It is just Josh and Sianarchy, and Sam, he's on top of... No, Josh comes back, he kills him. They did something right. They can take solace in the fact that Sianarchy is going to live.
Yeah, Josh doing a nice job of chaperoning his medic out there. It looks like Sam, to me, just didn't even realise that Josh was there. He was standing still on top of the flanks and just looking to hit some no strafe meat shots, the old boat strat from way back in the day. But again, Sianarchy up on his Uber, and they're not looking to contest this. They're holding forward in lobby, but we saw how disastrously this half and half indecisive hold worked for them last time, as they ended up getting rack capped. I'll jump in on it. Tomberry is going to sack, and that is probably going to be the sack on the side of 219 of the pencil jumpers. No force comes out, and Bulk is taken down very low, but manages to live. Hertz is leading this out. He's going to eat a lot of spam walking towards the point. A lot of spam. I'm not quite sure how he's still alive there. He's walking this out. Uber is actually forced first on the side of Tomunus because they've got so much cap time, but 2 frags go down on the side of Intoxicated besides the Ubers. So they're staying in here, Intoxicated, and I can't help but feel they're going to get wrapped, as they do by Tonberry. Tonberry's going to take down 2, get some Moop and Sianarchy just walking in from that lobby area, totally uncontested, totally unseen. They're going to see those 3 spawners up now, or 2 spawners and 1 caught behind from Intoxicated, and Jash with the heavy on the point, and they're both going to get taken down. Tomunus takes down Jash with the crossbow. We're going full medieval in this, and that is going to be another round to Intoxicated.
Can we just take a second and look at how, look at that heavy, and he just got absolutely racked there, absolutely decimated. I felt bad for him. He just kind of shows up on the point, and he's just destroyed.
Oh, poor guys. We're up to mid number 3 now. Moop again with the early presence. Height being taken by both of the scouts on Intoxicated, as Skaz is going to jump in really aggressively. He's going to take the pack in storeroom of 219. All the height control, though, is in favour of 219 and the pencil jumpers. That said, Quid does go down, but Sam finds Skaz and Tomberry onto Benjamin, so that is the flank down on the side of Intoxicated, and we're going to see the counter-aggression coming out. All the cap time actually going in favour of Intoxicated, though, and they do manage to take down Josh, but Bulk with the head taker is going to take down Moop. Really messy fight. It just descends into madness as soon as the aggression comes out from both teams, but it's going to look like a comprehensive mid-win on the side of Intoxicated, with a scout and a med just standing there stoically taking it out, whilst Quid is the only one left alive. He's trying to hide, but he has just picked the wrong side. No game sense on that boy. What a noob.
Well, actually, this is somehow going to work out for him. Look at this. He's coming right onto Sianarchy. 1 shot. Gets the force. He misses a second.
Well,
Good, how do you miss? That's because you're not scouting. But Tonberry is on spy behind them.
He's going to look to open this up further. He's not having... He's 1 from 3 on these spy plays, this Tonberry. He's just going to get meat shot in the face by Benjamin.
Ben was just standing in the doorway. He starts to walk up, and Ben walks right into him and just meat shot him. Goddamn, Ton, you just got wrecked.
So they're actually going to push into this shutter side, move down very low, and hopefully we'll get focused down. So much damage down on the side of Intoxicated. And they are going to actually pick up 2 frags, though. They're so weak. Surely they can't get away with this. Just fantastic health management on the side of Intoxicated. So many players below 30 health in that push. That was really, really nicely done by Intoxicated. Managing to just focus fire better, really, and pick up frags on the players of Rack, and they managed to just create a round out of seemingly nowhere. It's gonna
Here's
take
the
us... Yes.
And what's sad is that if Bulk had hit 1 more sword, he would have won that, because everyone was low enough, he would have gotten more health than I think they could have put out.
That would have been godly, but we cannot focus on what would have been here, as we are on to the next mid-fight. Double Soli aggression is going to take down Tonberry to jump forward from Hertz, as we're going to see a shield kill onto Skaz from Bulk, so I'm not the only one who's been killed by a shield in this Prem division so far this season. That makes me feel a lot better about myself. Hertz is going to go down, no Solis on the side of Intoxicated, and only Tonberry down, as Bulk is actually going to get taken down on the side of Intoxicated, but trades out for Jash, so that is going to be Intoxicated showing themselves out of this mid, backing up into lobby a little bit. No, they're rotating into Cheese, looking to get a little bit more presence on this second, which I agree with. They've given up a couple of these seconds a bit too softly. Sam, very hurt, is going to finally get taken down by Benjamin, but Josh is in, trying to clean up on that damage, not quite managing to pick up the scout of Benjamin, who was very low, as well as the moderately hurt demo man of Move, and that's probably going to be a repush. coming in from Intoxicated. As Tom is forced in storeroom by Skaz, kitchen rather, really nice play. Sianarchy counterpops to the bomb from Tomberry. They're managing to find Quid, but Tomberry is causing so much distraction is eventually going to get taken down in the backfields. And where is this going to go now?
It's going to go into Tom actually having small lure advantage, and his players are showing up. They might actually be able to fight this and win it, which is actually even scary. I think they're electing to back out though and just play the spam game. They got the force they wanted. They'll wait and just party. As a Sam in a little bit of trouble here.
Yes, but that's going to be... I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt here and say that was all a grand decoy for the... Oh, they did have a spy. He switched off. That's no fun. Maybe he's just waiting for forward spawns, but you're right. Sam's going to donate himself as a pick, and that's going to be a second in favour of Intoxicated. They're looking to get a little bit cheeky inside a lobby here. Ubers are just about even, like non-existent advantage in the favour of Tom. Sam up on Sniper, so we're probably just going to see the stalemate out here. Talk me through this stalemate, Dreamboat.
Is that a police car? Are they arresting me for bad puns?
Yes, they are.
Well, may as well keep making more of them, because I feel like it hurts you, and it hurts, so I'll just keep doing it. You can't take me alive. But yeah, apparently Yauch felt that pun was so bad he's decided to go jump out his window, or something about a window, so it is just me here, man in the booth. And we're just seeing, you know, good old-fashioned stalemate. Sam's just kind of peeking in the lobby here, just seeing if he can grab anything. And actually, the Soldier and Scout are going to be running right in. That's Skaz and Benjamin. Ben gets Gerardi'd and gets absolutely meat shot by Jersh. And now it looks like Rack want to be pushing out here. Bulk goes charging right into Saw. Now he's in behind. He's actually doing a lot of damage to Hurt. Sam taking out though on the other side. Ton looking for more, but Bulk down to Moop cleaned up. And actually, Sianarchy's alone. He has to pop this Uber on nobody. His entire team has left him. Sianarchy shouldn't get out here. He is just alone. Actually,
he's just managed to squeak out of there. Really well done. He's got no one on mid though. Where are all the players in Intoxicated? They've rotated lower, unbeknownst to their medic, as Tom does pop up his Uber, and they're going to take down both flank classes, the Roamer and the Scout, very promptly. Still holding very close are Intoxicated down on this lower side, looking to not give any free entry to the 219, but with both Scouts down, Scout and Masoli, rather, are they going to look to push this on the side of 219? They're still lingering around that lower side with a few of their combo classes. I think they are going to try and get in, but the spawns have come in now, and they've probably left it a little bit too late. That said, Tomberry offers himself as the sacrificial lamb to the 30% advantage of Sianarchy, so we're going to see what transpires now.
Oh yeah, we got the bomb coming in there for Hurts. He gets decimated. Bulk, though, cleaned up by Josh. And Sam looks like he wants to do something now. He gets spotted out. He elects to fall back. Now we're going to have them holding back on last year. Bulk up in 4 seconds. Hurts up now. He's not with his team, though. Obviously, while his Bulk is about to sign alright with his guys. So it should be even over stalemate. And Skaz getting taken out by the Quid headshot is going to be a massive pick there. To delay thing. It actually hits another headshot on a Moop. That's a lot of damage done in there. They're going to have to back out.
Yep. Well, intelligent play by Intoxicated. That said, they are going to lose 2 players to a known Sniper, as 219 do manage to pop out. They managed to pick up.
Oh, but look at this wrap. Hurts and Sianarchy are just in on lap. Bulk's going down. That's an absolute throw out of the Rack squad.
Very nice denial rocket by Hurts there onto. It was either Josh or Tomberry. I could be mistaken on that, but he knew they were going to come jumping into him. They had to commit their bodies to the point, so Hurts just hit a fat denial midi to secure the point, and we're going to see it tied up 2-2. This is already closer than the last map was, which was Reckoner. Move again much earlier onto the mid, as both scouts are going to take the top height advantage. They're going to take the left side for 219, as Skaz is going to jump in and quickly find that weakened scout. Hurts and Skaz both going down, but trading themselves for a lot of damage, a lot of position. Tom has gone down, traded 3 frags, but heal advantage is in favour of Intoxicated. That says Josh goes down, so it's just Moop and Sianarchy now. Sianarchy manages to defend himself and take down Sam and meet up with Moop on second, but Josh is hot on their case, not quite managing to get the rockets off, and C just pops in the nick of time to save himself. And we're going to see Josh is actually going to get out here. That's mighty lucky.
He's not going to get out. He's staying in.
Oh, balls on
he
this
smells
man.
blood. And he gets out now.
He's going to get out. The control point is being captured. Comprehensive mid win on the side of 219 though, but that said, they're looking to come back in here. Intoxicated off no real advantage other than that of positioning and surprise. They're going to donate their Roma, but traded out for Quids. Jash and Hertz go down though, and that should cancel the push. Any plans that they had to contest this med. Cianarchy alone with his demo man, and they're getting rushed down really hard by Bulk and Sam. Moop hitting some nice pipes to defend himself onto Sam and take him down. He's going to skedaddle out to last. Moop is going to get caught in, but he will be quite alright with that because he did that so that Cianarchy was able to escape. Cianarchy meeting up with Skaz and Hertz on last as Jash comes in on the heavy. They are 20% down on Uber, 25% as Tom is fully up on his now. They're looking to protect some position and lobby and push him with his Uber Dreamboat as they pop it in.
Yeah, the pop comes right out there, trying to get down on the heavy. They actually hit Bulk, misses his pipe there, and actually hits Ben instead. Now Tom taking out Bulk down to Skaz, traded out by Sam, so it's not the end of the world, but this is a precarious situation if you're a fan of Rack. Rack fans, they exist. Oh, look at Quid. Look at Quid. He's hiding up on this box here, hoping that this med just comes up, and oh my god. Oh my dog. The med is right in front of him. Quid gets one, gets you, gets the force off. That is absolutely crucial there, because that allows 219.
Sam is running to last though. He's not going to be able to get it inside.
Yeah, he is.
Though. No, he's not.
He
He's going to meet Skaz on this last point, and they're going to duel for what actually doesn't mean anything, because Tom is actually going to get caught out by Hertz. When did that happen? I totally missed that.
You know, Tom, he's playing his roamer main. You know, just going to feed his life away. It's his job. But Sam is actually still behind here. There are a couple picks going now. Sam actually picked off Skaz, who went back for him. This midway point will go down, but Sam, he's got the potential to get in here and kill Cianarchy. They know he's there. Or no, he's behind, I should say. But you never know. He might be able to find something. He's actually, I think, gonna wait for Jash.
That he is. He's going to take the 1v1. He's feeling himself. You watch that 1v1 Dreamboat. I'm gonna click ahead to where all the heal beams and all that jazz are. Big Uber advantage on the side of Cianarchy.
Finally cleaned up, but the distraction play that he did there.
That's gonna
so much work.
To drag the demo all the way back from where they were looking to push. The Uber advantage is still solidly in their favour, 40% and ticking down now as Cianarchy is up on his Uber. But really nice distraction play. Skaz is going to get rushed down on the flank by Tomberry and Quid. And Quid's going to walk in onto glass. He is going to get seen and focused down by Benjamin and Jash though. Nice combined focus by the scouts, just managing to put him in the sad zone there. He had managed to get away with that flank previously quite a lot. They're looking to push this under though, as Cianarchy is still up on his Uber, but players are even. They drop Hertz. This is bad news bears for Intoxicated.
Bad news bears. Oh my god. It's 3:30 in the morning. I'm gonna call that on that Freudian slip, because they're not bad nude bears. I mean, they could be. Do bears have clothes? Can it? Are tall bears nude?
Smokey the bear in NA, don't you? Isn't that what his name is?
I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I live in Australia. Skaz is lingering behind lower. I don't know if they know he's there or not.
They know.
But the fact that
they hit him with a couple
having
spam rockets.
him out, yeah, he's going to get caught out. But that said, he's the only pick on the side of Intoxicated, and there are two down. Tomberry just spawning now on the side of Rack, and he is going to be joining the fight promptly, but they are actually getting really nice aggression. Both Solis doing a lot of work on the side of Intoxicated, managing to pick up everything. Benjamin with a big cleanup as well off his Solis damage. Hertz did a lot of damage there and cleaned up by Benjamin as he is down very low. They're going to heal up and look to push this on the top left side. It looks like Bulk is going to charge out, but not quite managed to find his way out. Tomberry finds move on the back end of that push, which could, if the spawners come in time, could really cost Intoxicated. But the Soli bomb comes in from Skaz and is able to clean up the dregs of players on the point, and that is going to be 3-2. And for the first time this fixture, I believe, Intoxicated take the lead.
They actually won the first round on Reckoner to make it 1-0.
Way to kill my buzz, man.
So they led one other time. Check your memory. Check your attitude and leave it at the door, my man. I don't know where I was going with that. Tonberry jumps into their their kitchen. Let's see what we can do. We're actually gonna jump right back in here, get on top of Benjamin. Ben really hurt, but some good MG movement there. Stays alive. Skaz getting in, picks up Jersh and Tom, but all the players, with the exception of Cianarchy, are now dead. In Cianarchy, he's got a couple people hunting. This is like The hunt is real. The hunt is successful. Sam, the slayer of medics.
22 seconds spawn. Slayer of my heart. Sam Bay. 22 seconds spawn on the side of Cyanarchy. He knew he was being chased there, and honestly, I feel like that's just where you just gotta press your killbind. K for killbind in my case, but alas, he did not. They're just gonna have this medic spawning up now, which is gonna give Tom probably about a 50% Uber advantage, which is massive. 50% crits advantage, I'm being informed by the smarter people in this mumble. So, Engineer...
I didn't say
again.
it.
Yeah, I know, that's why I said the smarter people. Easy burn. It's just easy. But Jash is up on the sentry. They did this last time that Tom went crits as well. It's almost as if they've got a sixth sense for it. They've got a Brass Beast Heavy who's not going to be going anywhere in a hurry. They've basically got 2 sentries on the field, but they're looking to push this in now. Bulk is actually managing to get the 120% damage bonus on the buildings off with that, and he actually manages to get moved with that as well, as Crits is going to come in with that weird pipe gun. Josh is managing to find her. Skaz is managing to pick up 2 in the background, but Tom goes down, but his the damage has been done. Bulk is going to get another shield kill, 2 shield kills already this fixture, quick equalizing round. Really nice plays by Bulk there to use his lock and load. That's what that weapon is called, to the full potential of what it's capable of. Managing to catch out the sentry with the extra damage and then spank down move.
The good old lock and lull. Yeah, no, that really became bad nude bears as soon as that sentry gun got picked off and the crits still hadn't been popped. Now in this mid here, Skaz is going deep, going hard, gets taken out, punished as he should be, like the naughty boy he is. Now this mid is looking actually surprisingly dire for 219. They've given up a lot of positioning. Everyone is on the point. The mid actually gets capped down here. But Bulk, he's charging in with his sword out. He's waving it around, swinging it like you just don't care. And now it looks like 219 are actually in a lot better position to win this mid. Hurts, he's in a position to bomb in here. Gets raided on Jersh. He gets cleaned up. Ben down too. Skaz hiding in Chin. They know he's there. He's going to get cleaned up. He gets actually shocked. I thought he was going to get sorted.
The shoddy boom body, but in fact, during all of that, Intoxicated had so much early point presence that they managed to cap it up, so they're going to get some forward spawns on the side of their scouts of Jash, and Jash is managing to pick up Jersh, and Benjamin's going to pick up Bulk as well. I just weren't aware of those forward spawns coming in from Intoxicated. Even though they did win the mid in the long run, did 219, they actually conceded a lot of ground, and so this is going to be a push-in from Intoxicated. Benjamin goes down, even Ubers are even, but they managed to pick up Tomberry as well. Neither Uber has been popped yet on this point, and it's getting messy. Tom pops his, as Cyanarchy follows in kind, and they're showing again so sheepishly. They had the better pop, and then now they're coming back in from Intoxicated, but they've really put themselves in a bit of a crappy position. They're just going to get rained down on by spam. Skaz is chasing Tominus, but isn't going to get him. He's going to instead choose to go for the lobby pack. He's taking a 1v1 with Sam, and he should be able to win it, but that's such a messy fight. Players all over the place. Heals are in favor of 219, but player advantage and player positioning is just not there, so they are going to show themselves the door. Actually, and they're going to show themselves the door back in the other direction. They're coming back in.
I mean, that's what happens, but they've got a fairly sizable advantage, because Cyanarchy's still not in this fight. Benjamin already taken out means that they might actually just decide to roll forward with this even further. Actually, I think they're going to elect to stack up on that point. Stand together like teammates. Shoulder to shoulder. Arms crossed as they cap it up. Now they get ready to roll forward once again as a singular unit walking in here. Ton jumps forward. Does some damage. Hurts and Skaz both had the same idea. Skaz actually gets body blocked off the pipe because Hurts was there. Now Jur, she's gonna have a field day. He should be able to get Skaz, and actually Hurts is gonna get out. A lot of people are actually escaping here for Intoxicated, but that's not what matters. What matters is this point, and this point is going down heavily. And now look at this. The Uber's popped out of Tominus. Bulk charging in. He actually hits a big lock and load onto Cyanarchy. Cannot get anything else. Does escape low. But now it's big Uber ad for the defending team. But they gotta be careful. One little mistake is one little back cap.
You're 100% right. Bulk managed to get that early, that pipe that should have opened it up for 219 to really flood in and take down Cyanarchy, but he had no support, so Cyanarchy up on his Uber now. Got some very hurt combo classes. Skaz is going to go down, which isn't what you want when you're under Uber advantage. Cyanarchy's going to bounce up in the air and pops. They are going to find two frags rather for their troubles. Nobody behind, no chance of that sneaky back cap.
Sam should get this forward. Oh no, he just gets denied. I was gonna say Sam should get the spawn and then they'd be able to roll back in with full Uber, with Uber ad, but that's not the case. He barely got by microseconds, and now that's actually gonna lead to Intoxicated rolling in here, seeing what they can get, and what they can get is Bulk broken and quit. Sam coming in, trying to 2 shots. I think he actually picks off Hearts, but Jersh is down too. This Uber's popped out of Communist, but this is a dire situation, dire straits for that to be popped up.
That is a really questionable pop there from Communist. Manages to drop 3 of his players and then not pop it until his remaining 2 players that are with him are all below 50 HP, and that's just going to be the easiest mid that you could ever have. They're Intoxicated, and they have a 70% Uber advantage, looking to probably push this into second. That said, Josh is going to get jumped in. He's going to get racked by an air shot. No pun intended. But Sienna drops to the speed of light pills from Bulk. Bulk has just been showing up in all sorts of huge ways this match. It is 2 players, Bulk and Tonberry, just caught on this grass area. Bulk's going to get taken down, Tonberry's going to get taken down, only killing Jash. So despite the drop again, the drops from Sianaki, they managed to come out on top of this fight. Hurt's looking to go forward and peek his nose into a business where it doesn't belong. He's going to get taken down by Jersh, but nose puns and drops, man. What's going on?
Quick question. I need one of my esports historians out there in Twitch chat to tell me what's the record for drops in an Australian match? Because the Anarchy's got to be getting close to Dave's record.
I feel so bad for him. He's such a nice guy, but I think the record for drops has to be held by Aza because he was my medic and he was garbage. But love you, Luke.
Look at Hertz getting a big pipe, eating a big pipe from Bulk. Moop though. Josh getting Quid. I can't English. What is this? This is game. People are dying. That is what's happening. And oh my god, Tonberry. He tries to jump into a hiding spot, giving his giving the hiding spot away because he jumps in front of 4 people.
It'll work 9 times out of 10 that works, as they are going to contest with 2 players down, 1 spawner coming in. Ubers are traded. Josh really feeling himself here. Has a big solo, so much more flashing on the side of Sianarchy, but he's not going to get much done here. Skaz has the height advantage, and Josh is surely going to get caught out, cleaned up by Benjamin after most of that damage was done by Skaz. But that said, actually no, they get Quid as well, so this is frags being traded. Josh still up on the sniper on the side of Intoxicated. Ubers are just about going to reset with a slight Uber advantage in terms of on the side of Sianarchy rather, because he did flash around so much as Uber did end earlier. Engineer and Heavy. Pro-lander coming out. Full Pro-lander Sam spawns on Sniper, but
it has to be. It has
he
to come
does!
out. Quid on Sniper. But it has to happen because here's the thing: is you want some bad nude bears? We're getting into the 4 minutes left point, which means that around here they really need to go coast to coast. Otherwise, they don't have a lot they can do.
Could be seeing a golden cap here, which I know is it's exciting, but it's not what you want to hear being up so late in the land of Ofair Canada. All I know from Canada is what I've learned from South Buff, by the way. I should just put that out there. But they're looking to posture in this lobby, but they could get punished if they peek into the Quid sightline. I'm going to put my cam on Quid and be a bit of a tunnel vision caster here, see what he can get done. And he's getting a peek around. He's actually going to meet the counter sniper of Jash and going to eat a fat body shot there. Bulk peeking out as he can do because he takes no damage with that shield equipped. Just gets some damage done, eats a body shot from Jash, and this is just going to be sniper v sniper with the occasional broken peek, and I think we're just going to see who can do what.
Oh my lord, Quid, what a peek. Looking like a young guardian, leaping around the corner, getting a big pick. But now look at this, the Ubers are exchanged here, Bulk in a little trouble, but he's got that shield. He can just charge out of there, keep himself alive, and now we got that, standard Uber exchange. Tonberry cleaned up by Skaz. And now this push is coming in, Hurts and Skaz, they want it. Ben going down, but the gun taken out by Moop, and now this health is really bad on 219. They can win this fight. Picking up Skaz and Hurts are a good start, with only the dispenser going down, but that dispenser, absolutely crucial pick. Jash cleaned up too, now it's just Moop and CM.
Moop and CM still really forward here in this lobby. They're actually going to get disconnected, and that's going to be disastrous. Sianaki and Moop taken down. Moop got juggled as they were both trying to back out of cheese there, and just Moop got bounced out onto ramp. Sianaki's in cheese. We're going to see a big bomb come in. Nice bomb by Skaz. Manages to take down Tom. Really clutch plays there. when they need
It
it
hurts.
most, even though
Hurts is
Hurts
playing
is back
his
on his main, he's going to get seen. 2-shot by Sam.
No one said he was good at his main.
Can we get some faces with noses in chat? Because that was the worst spy play I think I've ever seen. Even worse than Tomberry's have been. As we're going to see, with the heal advantage, or player advantage rather, coming in. Cianarchy goes down to Sam.
He eats a lock and load from Bulk, and then Sam just comes in and cleans him up with a nice little drop down shot. Cianarchy had no reason to expect. But man, what a play. And look at Tomberry. He's on heavy.
Oh, Tomberry on heavy. This is reminding me of a certain I-46 Grand Final. They're looking to just not lose anymore. He's running... What? Is that the normal shotgun? Or is that other really bad shotgun? No, he's running the normal shotgun and the... He's a nice looking heavy. I don't know my memes. I'm too much of a purist.
It's called the puke shotgun.
Puke shotgun. Okay, Bulk's gonna go down. He tried to charge in there. I heard the audio cue, and that's gonna cue a back out on the side of 219. Sam's gonna trade for Jash, and Heavy's back on the log cut here. He's gonna meet the players that are wrapping around through Storeroom from Intoxicated. The combo of Rack is really caught out here. Tom does have Uber, so it's not as bad as it could be. Cianarchy's still on 70%, but Josh is instead choosing to focus that demo man. He really needs to get onto Cianarchy, and Cianarchy is being slippery, managing to rotate around to the hut side and just give Jerks the yeah, my goodness, that is hard to say. Give Jersh the jukes, and this is still very possible for Intoxicated. Looking at the map positioning,
really
30 seconds
good.
down. Yeah, 20 seconds on the spawn on Sam, 10 on the Quid and Jersh. They're going to look to roll this through under by the looks of things, but they're going to get met there by the Solly. Who is that? Tomberry managed to get the force off. But this is possibly going to be around. 2 spawners are going to come in. Are Intoxicated going to manage to close this out? Dreamboat, this is so close. Jersh up on the heavy. Hurts on the point. Hurts on the point. No!
He can't do it! Hurts just won that game. 8 seconds left. There's no time. He stood in the only corner that heavy couldn't peek. Really, the heavy needed to pull out the shotgun and jump around the corner. But man, Jersh not going for the medic there. Like, cost him the game.
Yeah, it did. On that second point, he just got given the wraparound of the full now you see me, no you don't by Cianarchy. Cianarchy just looping around him, and that bought him Uber for his team. Had they killed Cianarchy, even if they were players down, I have no doubt in their mind that 219 could have held that off, but a much better showing by Intoxicated on the second map of Snakewater here, as 3-4 is going to be our final score in favour of the Intoxicated team. What did they do right that they didn't do well that last map? Dreamboat, talk to me about it.
Mids is a good start. Like, they did clean up their mids. They didn't win many of them, but they still put up enough of a fight that it kept them in rounds. Like, it just sort of felt on Reckoner at times that they were just dropping way too many mids, way too many players. Like, I remember, like, what was it, like 2 straight mids where 2-19 only dropped 1 player on Reckoner? Whereas, it wasn't the case the other way.
Yeah, you're exactly right. As logs are going to be coming up on screen shortly. Do we want to give a quick look-see at these logs, Dreamboat?
I want to take a quick peeksy doodle.
That's what we like to see. Is logs should be up on screen now. And what are you seeing?
I see 30 kills on Sam, which just. He does such good work. Like him and Quid have like really blew me away with their scouting combo. That was one of the first things. Jersh too, coming in there with big 27 kills. Benjamin came in at 28, Jash 21, and they kind of, especially with Benjamin dying left, they really started to bring it to Quid and Sam at the end there. And that's really a big change from what we've seen, like what we saw in the last map. They really stepped it up, played a really strong game.
They definitely did, and that really solid KAD on the side of Benjamin shows that he just was able to sort of solidify himself a little bit more on this map with 28 and 16. Some very nice stats there by our mate Benjamin. And yeah, big damage numbers again coming out of the pockets on both Team Hertz and Jersh, that is. But the demo man not having quite as much effects, especially Bulk, who did put up some beastly numbers, but changed off the katana, so his damage naturally just went through the floor there, and only getting 8.5k while running the sword, and Moop with 9.5k.
no kidding, just some really strong performances there. One thing worth noting is seeing like in what kind of we talked about. I haven't switched the medic stats yet, so I'm just guessing. But with the fact that Anarchy died 4 less times than Communist, he should have come out of this with more Uber. Let's switch the stats and see what we get. Yeah, he came out of there with. The crits changes it, but he came out 15 Ubers to 13 and only 2 drops. Granted, he still dropped twice. Tom didn't drop at all, but it's a lot better situation than the part where he came in there with literally 50% of the Ubers that Communist had. You're gonna win games that you have even or be closer in games that you're even on Ubers. You're gonna lose games where you get 50% or less.
You're exactly right. Like, we can talk about the scouts managing to find their footing on Intoxicated a little bit more, but that's just the massive difference maker. When your meta's able to keep your players alive, you're going to have a better time. That is just absolute fundamentals of TF2, and we can see here off these med logs that that's what Anarchy managed to do. Some interesting heal spreads there. Like, not Sam getting only 6% and Skaz getting only 4%, really, but that's, you can read into
Skaz
that.
Is a roamer.
Yeah.
Fora, I'm fine with. I don't like the fact that Tomberry got more heals than Quid and Sam. I think that's probably Tom's biggest mistake. I also feel personally like he overcommitted heals to Jersh, whereas he probably should have, 38% is a little high. I would have liked to see Quid and Sam sit around 12% each. That's just me personally, especially with the amount of work that Sam and Quid did on the 2 maps that they played. So I think that's kind of contributes into why 219 lost that. Just because with a little bit more health, a little bit more consistent heals, Sam and Quid probably would have done a lot more work.
You're exactly right there. And we're going to wrap it out with a very, very quick interview, because we can't interview the winners because it was a draw. We have got Mr. Communist in the mumble here with us right now, if he's going to unmute himself. Communist, Hobbs, the purveyor, the godfather of Rack. What the hell's up, Tom?
Hello.
Hello.
This is the first time I played TF2 since about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
That's not true, you played against me.
Oh, did I? Yeah, that's fine.
Lying piece of shit.
Hey.
Yeah. It's late, don't mind.
So this is a serious question, Tom. I need you to really rack your mind for it.
That was awful.
Yeah, that's really the whole reason I did. But on record, you seem to get separated from your team a decent amount and get kind of caught in precarious situations. Some of it came down to your team not checking stuff, but some of it, what was there some communication breakdowns within your combo?
Okay,
or is that just solely because Bulk's a demo night?
Alright, basically, me and a bunch of other people on the team have never played the map before, and we downloaded it 5 minutes before the match.
Hey,
I've
that's
literally
what I did before the
never scrimmed it all. I don't know what's going on there.
You managed to stomp then. What the hell's going on, man? And then you lose a map that you should be more comfortable.
No idea, dude. But yeah, it was.
What the hell's going on? I blame your heal stats. Honestly, you're garbage.
Yeah, definitely, dude. I'm a fucking garbage human.
So Tom, how mad were you when you saw at the very end there that Jersh went for the demo man instead of the medic, when you really needed to kind of even those Ubers out?
That was definitely an interesting play, but we don't care. It doesn't matter.
You're still gonna stomp all the way through playoffs, beat any team that comes close to you.
I don't know if we'll make playoffs. We're 1-1 at the moment. This is sort of a map we need a match we kind of needed to win to make playoffs, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, you got half the points available from it. Alright, talk me through Bulk Rogan and his shield and his sword, and that, we were getting hype up here, dude. That was insane. Does he get excited by this? Because that man's sword play is on point.
He's pretty excited about it. He wants to change the meta.
Oh, well, he's doing a pretty bloody good job of it. I was a big fan of the half Satuichi building.
Yeah, it was something we came up with mid-game, and it really worked, and I feel like other teams doing it.
Oh, I've got a friend who's tried it out, but he hasn't got the far-reaching influence of Bob Rogan. So, anything else you want to wrap us up with? Any meme summaries, any gimmicks you want to run us down through that you want to talk about from this game?
Oh no, I have a few shout-outs if you want to do that.
Alright, we'll do shout outs quickly. We only got the one interviewee, so Tom, shout outs from you.
Shout out to Yauch, shout out to Rack, shout out to Jersh's Heavy, which literally lost us the game, you piece of fucking shit.
I love you, Tom.
Alright, that's it.
Dreamboat, you want to run us through some shout outs, friend? Because I know you're tired and you want to get to bed, so
I do.
won't drag this out much.
I'll let you do shout outs first. You deserve it.
Alright, well, first of all, shout out to Wiethoofd, our lovely production dude. Give us some hearts in chat. And for Wiethoofd, and I'd like to shout out Chris, Mason, Luke, Lilac, Ben from Nelson, Leo, and Dreamboat, my fantastic co-caster. It's been a pleasure talking video games with you tonight.
Yeah, I only have to work in 8 hours. I don't regret this at all. No, thank you, Yauch. You've been a fantastic co-caster. I'm glad I finally got to cast with you. You kind of came in right when I had to leave because college and work meant that I literally couldn't stay up to 4 a.m. to cast anymore.
That's quite understandable.
I want to give a big shout out to a couple people out in Twitch chat. That is my boy Alfalfa, one of my IRL best friends, staying up till 4 a.m. with me to watch this game. And of course, Nice Ash, one of the heroes of the I-58 production crew, and literally one of my favorite people from that land. And of course, Wiethoofd on cam, Brodogs for actually being the one coordinating this. And stay tuned. We should have some more games coming down the tube this week. I'm not too sure what they'll be, when they'll be. I can tell you that it's not me doing it, because I unfortunately do have to wake up for some of those 4 a.m. I have 8:30 a.m. college classes, and I can't really be casting at 4 a.m. because when I do, I sleep through my class. But I'm sure it'll be you, Yauch. You'll be doing one, maybe.
Hey.
And, yeah, we should have some more games. Stay tuned. Have a great evening, everybody, and drive safe.
Drive safe, everyone.